The effect of terrorism in Gaza. This is the territory of Gaza, a closed region, in which the population is restricted to various consumer goods. The borders are monitored, and so the population lives a life of restrictions. To minimize such problems, the UN has several medical and educational organizations in the territory. Certain horror effects may occur in this territory. For example, if water, electricity, and food are cut off, then the population of that region will have a system called food insecurity, an increase in diseases due to lack of drinking water, and the annulment of the medical system, causing deaths of the sick, elderly, and newborns. If I add the bombing of civilian housing, I would be generating terror about the insecurity of life. Because a person who lives in a house, at night and without light, would have no bombing alarm, no bunker to hide in, and so the residents would merely have to accept death, and this terror of imminent death would generate terrible psychological problems, and the very lack of meaning in life. If we add the precariousness of death, that is, the lack of a concept of dignity in death, with bodies left on the streets, and without care, such as the lack of bags, or mechanisms of dignity for human beings, this tries to strengthen a system of torture on the concept of humanity. And now imagine that I let water pass through in the south of this region, forcing people from the north to go in search of water, and thus be treated like mere animals, and in fact not even animals should be treated like that. And in this way, swelling the population of the south, precariousness, crime, and lack of housing, culminates in the terrorism generated in the minds of the civilian population. Such things can only occur when a country considers the population of another country as mere non-human beings. This rule commonly occurs among people. White Europeans enslaved black people, considering them a subrace, or even idealizing them as mere animals. Catholics considered other people with other religions as servants of the devil, and their death was considered praiseworthy. Such things also happened with the idealism of the Aryan race. The devaluation of foreign populations occurs, for example, with the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in which civilian human life in that country is completely disregarded as human beings, and counted simply as objects to achieve the objectives of those who launched the atomic bomb. Thus, basically the inhumane treatment of the population of Gaza is only possible through the devaluation of the human lives of foreign people. Degrading human beings to the characteristics of mere animals, or even less than that.